The lounge of the TSV Sunset Promise was quiet, save for the distant rumble of explosions. 84-year-old Donald McAllister lifted his teacup, the golden liquid barely trembling. Outside, against the pink and orange nebula, silent flashes bloomed, but inside, no one flinched.
They really should have stayed home.
He set the cup down on the saucer with the economy of a man who had done it 1,000 times before. His eyes turned to the observation port, watching the fireworks as if they were the evening news. In any conflict, the most dangerous people are the ones who have already buried their friends. Aliens boarded a human retirement ship. None of the raiders were seen again. 6 minutes earlier, the Sunset Promise was just another cruise liner drifting through the void. 6 minutes earlier, on the bridge of the pirate corvette Bleak Promise, Captain Vresh Karn studied the sensor display with predatory satisfaction.
A geriatric cruise. Humans really are the galaxy's favorite prey.
1,200 life signs, Captain. Average age 78. No military-grade signatures detected.
Perfect. They won't even put up a fight. Prepare to board.
The black and red corvette banked sharply, thrusters flaring, and began its silent approach. From behind a jagged asteroid, the Bleak Promise emerged like a shadow, running lights extinguished. Boarding clamps extended from the corvette's belly with a mechanical groan, reaching for the liner's unsuspecting hull.
Hard seal achieved. Captain. 30 raiders armed and waiting. The airlock is responding to civilian codes.
Excellent. Tell them to make it fast and bloody. No mercy.
The boarding tube latched onto the Sunset Promise's outer hatch with a final, resounding clang. The inner airlock cycled open with a soft hiss, and the warm golden light of the Sunset Promise's reception hall spilled into the boarding tube.
Good evening. Welcome aboard the Sunset Promise. My name is Jacob, and I'll be your steward for this voyage. How can I assist you?
The first thing through the door wasn't a passenger. It was Captain Vresh Karn, a wall of red scales and yellow eyes, his plasma rifle already raised.
This is your only warning. Stand aside.
The plasma bolt struck Jacob square in the chest before his smile could fade. A cyan bloom engulfed him. Jacob's body crumpled to the deck, his white steward's cap spinning lazily through the air before settling inches from his open, unseeing eyes.
Spread out. Find the command center and round up the passengers. If they resist, make an example.
30 heavily armed pirates stormed down the elegant corridors, their guttural shouts echoing off the polished brass inlays. Over the ship's intercom, a calm, automated voice announced, "Attention, guests, a security drill is in progress. Please follow crew instructions." And in the aft observation lounge, Donald McAllister heard the announcement and slowly, deliberately, began to roll up his sleeves.
Captain, Squad 2 reports the forward lounge secured. The humans are unarmed, just sitting with their cups of tea.
Tea? They're drinking tea while we rob them? Spineless species. Tell the men to move faster.
In the aft lounge, a different kind of quiet reigned. Old soldiers sat with their backs to the walls, eyes tracking every exit.
Watchtower to all stations. Confirm position and stand by. Wait for my mark. Nobody moves until I say. 30 hostiles. Krex infantry. They'll expect panic and screams. They'll find something else entirely.
An elderly woman with a cane watched a pirate stride past, her grip tightening until the wood creaked.
The boy was 19, just a steward, no threat at all.
This is almost boring. Not even a single old man tried to swing a cane at my men.
The automated announcement repeated its calm lie. A security drill is in progress, but no alarms had sounded. The ship seemed to hold its breath. 1,200 warriors waited, and the raiders had no idea that the trap was already closing. In a dim side corridor, a Krex raider passed a crew supply closet. The door slid open without a sound, and 2 wiry arms yanked him inside. Inside, a woman in a floral dress looped a dinner napkin around his throat and pulled it tight. His eyes bulged, then closed. On the promenade deck, another raider stepped on a decorative rug. The cane that hooked his ankle was polished walnut, and the floor came up fast.
Status report. How much longer until we've secured the bridge and the passengers?
A pirate in the garden lounge never saw the teapot. The antique porcelain shattered against his temple with a sound like a chime.
Watchtower to Station 3. Confirm silent takedowns. No alerts raised. Continue clearing outer corridors.
Captain, Squad 4 hasn't reported in. One raider is no longer transmitting biomonitor data.
What? Find out what's happening. Send a runner these old humans couldn't possibly have. No, something is wrong.
Near the elevator bank, an elderly woman in a wheelchair stood, quick as a viper, and jabbed a knitting needle into a raider's wrist. His rifle clattered to the deck.
Lock down all corridors and find whoever is doing this. These aren't just passengers, they're fighting back.
Vresh kicked open a storage bay door and froze. 4 of his raiders sat against the bulkhead, wrists bound with silk napkins, mouths gagged with gold-braided curtain ties.
What is this? These are not passengers. Someone is hunting us.
In the arboretum, a raider stumbled into a taut line of garden hose. A net woven from decorative ivy dropped from the ceiling, enveloping him in woven nylon and artificial leaves. Across the atrium, Sergeant Mira Chen caught the light with a compact mirror, flashing a quick sequence. Phase 2, Hallway 3. A return flash confirmed.
Watchtower to all units. Enemy down to 20 effectives. Sweep corridors Bravo and Charlie. No quarter for anyone near the bridge.
Captain, we've lost contact with 8 raiders in 12 minutes. The shipboard sensors are being jammed. I can't get a clear reading on the passengers.
Signal the bleak promise. Prepare for emergency withdrawal. We've been boarded by something. I don't know what, but we're getting out.
In a service alcove, an elderly couple worked like a well-oiled team. She distracted the raider with a pleasant question about tea service, while he looped a fire extinguisher strap around the alien's ankles.
We walked into a trap. This ship, it's not a retirement vessel. It's a predator wearing a mask.
But the bleak promise never received the withdrawal order. The Sunset Promise's jamming field had already gone up, and in the stillness of the ship, the veterans were closing the circle. Vresh moved through the ship with his remaining raiders. The elegant halls, now a hunting ground, he didn't control. A panel in the library slid aside under his claws, revealing a rack of military-grade plasma rifles. He grabbed a rifle, its cold metal reassuring. A small security cache, he told himself, but doubt gnawed at him.
Take these. We're not beaten yet. Some old spies think they can fight. Show them what Krex claws can do.
Watchtower to all stations. Phase 3, grenades out, blades fixed. Advance and clear. No hesitation.
In the Grand Lounge, hidden panels opened. The elderly passengers rose, not as frail retirees, but as soldiers reaching for familiar weapons. One raider, charged, plasma rifle blazing. A panel in the ceiling air-raised open, and a stun pulse dropped him mid-scream.
Even the walls are hostile. This isn't a trap, it's a slaughterhouse. And we're the livestock.
Pirates were being bound with curtain cords, dental floss, even a cloth napkin pressed firmly over a gagging mouth. The corridor ahead fell silent. Vresh heard footsteps, not boots, but the measured calm of people who had no need to run. Vresh and his remaining raiders stumbled back into a wide observation corridor, the hull's white paneling cold under their boots.
They're hurting us. Wait, what is that sound?
A seam split the polished wall. With a deep hydraulic groan, the cosmetic panel slid aside, revealing a massive rail cannon barrel glowing with cyan energy beyond the window. The hull of the Sunset Promise split open, mechanical arms folding away the disguise. A single cannon emerged, and 4 more hatches eye-rised open.
Ship-to-ship rail cannons. This isn't a transport, it's a warship. We were never the hunters. Bleak promise, break docking clamps. Emergency escape, now.
Captain, the Bleak Promise is completely locked. The human ship has full target acquisition. We can't break free.
Vresh's claw fell from the comm. He turned slowly, looking past the glowing barrel, past the stars, at the cold truth. He had boarded a predator wearing white and gold. The corridor echoed with the measured footsteps of the approaching veterans. The first rail cannon hummed to life, ready to fire.
We take the bridge, now. It's the only way. If we control the ship, we can turn these guns on them. Or maybe just get out alive.
All 6 rail cannon hatches irised open in perfect synchronicity. The elegant liner was gone. In its place, a scorpion's tail of glowing cyan barrels tracked the bleak promise.
Captain, all 6 batteries have target lock. Our shields can't withstand that. Engines are unresponsive. We're pinned.
Then fire everything. All missiles, all batteries breach their hull before they can fire.
The bleak promise's plasma batteries lashed out, bolts splashing harmlessly against the Sunset Promise's military-grade shields. The Sunset Promise didn't flinch. All 6 cannons discharged in a single pulse of cyan light that stabbed through the corvette's hull like a lance through silk.
Hull breach in sectors through 30. Drive containment failing. Captain, we've lost propulsion.
The bleak promise shuddered and split. 3 massive segments drifted apart, trailing fire and debris, silent against the nebula.
All raiders, fall back to the central corridors. Abandon the assault. The ship is gone. We fight from inside. Regroup. Hold them off.
Captain Vresh, if you can hear me, we've lost all power. Life support failing. Tell your men. It was an honor. Trail out.
Vresh let the comm fall. 6 minutes after boarding, he had no ship, no escape, and 100 old soldiers closing in. The trap had sprung. Vresh backed against the cold bulkhead, his plasma rifle raised, but the footsteps only grew closer, deliberate, unhurried, impossibly calm. A woman stepped out of the doorway, floral dress, iron gray hair, a dinner napkin still tucked into her collar, and her hands were steady.
Stay back. I'll shoot. You are all just old, defenseless.
Her hand moved faster than his trigger. She twisted the rifle from his grip with a surgical wrist lever, then stepped back, holding his own weapon on him.
That was a Krex disarm. No civilian knows that. Who are these people?
Across the ship, each remaining pirate was neutralized, tripped by canes, entangled in curtain cords, pushed to their knees by pairs of elderly couples working silently.
Watchtower to all stations. Confirm status. Any resistance? Negative. Clear. All hostiles secure.
Vresh, pinned against a decorative column by 2 grandmothers, stared at the faces around him. They were passengers. They were all passengers.
Bring him to the cargo bay with the others. The Admiral will decide what to do with them.
Vresh was marched through the ship, past silent lounges, to the grand dining hall. The long table was set for a banquet, but no one was eating.
Captain Vresh Karn, you are charged with piracy, murder, and the attempted kidnapping of 1,200 civilians. Admiral Vance will hear your plea.
The woman at the head of the table did not rise. She lifted a small hollow cube from beside her plate and let it flicker to life.
You murdered a steward. His name was Jacob Miller. He was 19 years old.
It was a raid. Casualties happen. I will not beg for mercy from...
This is my husband, Edward. He died in the Belt Wars. This is my son, David. He was killed by pirates 18 years ago. I have buried more warriors than you will ever meet. You are not a soldier. You are a tragedy waiting to be forgotten. Here is your choice. Write a formal apology to Jacob's family. Your own claw, your own name, deliver it personally. Or stand trial under human military law. There is no third option.
An apology. That's all? It's a trap. It must be a trap. But what choice do I have?
The pen sat on the paper like a loaded weapon. The silence stretched until every breath in the room was measured. Vresh's claws closed around the pen. The metal was cold, precise. A human instrument, not a weapon. I, Vresh Karn, son of Krex, accept full responsibility for the attack on the TSV Sunset Promise.
Include his name, the one you murdered.
My own name, signed to my shame. My warriors would rather die.
The pen crossed the page in deliberate strokes, forming the name, Jacob Miller.
Now write, for the murder of Jacob Miller.
Murder. He called it murder. For the first time, I saw it that way.
His hand trembled, but the pen kept moving, etching the words into the parchment.
Good. Now finish it. Tell them why it was wrong, and that you are sorry.
The pen scratched on. Vresh Karn, pirate captain, was now a scribe of his own disgrace. The letter was sealed with a heavy dollop of red wax, imprinted with the Eagle of the Earth diplomatic corps.
You will deliver this letter in person to Jacob's family on Earth. A shuttle will be provided. You will kneel and read it aloud.
Kneel before a human family. Read my own shame. There is no death worse than this.
As for the rest of you, you are granted clemency. A shuttle will take you to the nearest Krex outpost. You will not be harmed.
Trell was pushed forward, bandaged but alive, rescued from the wreckage. Her eyes met Vresh's for a moment. No words, just the weight of failure.
Know this. Every moment of your raid was recorded. Every transmission, every kill order, that footage will be broadcast across human and allied networks.
The whole galaxy will see. Our reputation, our honor, erased. They've turned us into a cautionary tale.
The pirates, still bound with napkins and belts, were led to a docking bay where a small, unarmed shuttle waited. Vresh Karn was the last to board, the letter clutched in his claws. Behind him, the Sunset Promise's elegant corridors seemed to mock his defeat. The hatch closed with a soft hiss. The shuttle drifted away, carrying the pirates not to freedom, but to a new kind of prison, shame. Months later, the unedited footage went public. Every frame of the boarding, the takedowns, and Vresh Karn's apology streamed across human and allied networks. I am sorry for the murder of Jacob Miller. I kneel before his family in disgrace. News anchors across human space hailed the Sunset Promise's quiet courage, looping the clip of elderly passengers disarming armed raiders on stations and colony worlds. Crowds gathered before giant screens, cheering as a white-haired grandmother choked out a raider with a dinner napkin. In the dark corners of pirate dens, the same footage played. Raiders watched their own kind humiliated, and the laughter stopped. The clip of an elderly woman twisting a plasma rifle from Vresh Karn's grip became legendary, shared, mocked, and feared in equal measure.
Jacob. They know your name now. Rest knowing your death wasn't in vain.
Aboard the Sunset Promise, the veterans returned to their tea and their nebula views. But the galaxy would not forget.
The boy's parents will never get him back, but at least the universe knows his name.
But the true ripple effect was only beginning. A wave that would reshape the frontier. 6 months after the footage aired, Earth's intelligence corps compiled the numbers. Pirate attacks in Sector 7 had dropped by 80%. Analysts credited the drop not to fear of destruction, but to a force far more subtle. Shame. No crew wanted to face an elderly woman with a dinner napkin, or kneel before a grieving mother. In pirate havens, the story spread like a cold wind. The Sunset Promise was a ghost no one wanted to meet. The graph was a verdict. Psychological warfare had won more ground than plasma cannons ever could. Human shipping lanes that had been dead zones for decades now sailed with impunity. And the Sunset Promise, her guns hidden once more, drifted on like a quiet sentinel. But the full truth of the Sunset Promise's design was a secret still to be told. Declassified files reveal the Sunset Promise was never a mere cruise liner. It was the prototype of the Veteran Cruise Program. 19 ships, each a hidden warship, for decades. Earth's contractors embedded military hardware in civilian hulls, awaiting a test. The Sunset Promise was the first. The other 18 waited, guns dry, crews ready. The strategy: deterrence without war. Any raider might find a lion beneath the wool. On a bridge monitor, Donald's teacup reflected the words, VCP -001, operation successful. He didn't glance at it. He simply smiled and took another sip. Across the fleet, 18 captains received the signal. They nodded in silence. Earth had turned its old warriors into its greatest shield, without breaking a single treaty. The galaxy learned slowly. Humanity never disarms. It just hides better. The observation deck was still, save for the distant pulse of the nebula. Donald McAllister stood alone. On a lacquered shelf beside him, a glass case held a white steward's cap. The nameplate read Jacob Miller.
19 years old. He should have been pouring tea, not taking a round for us.
In her quarters, Admiral Dorothy Vance cradled the hollow cube, the faces of Edward and David flickering. A tear traced her wrinkled cheek.
I've buried so many. This boy wasn't even a soldier. He was just decent.
They had buried their friends long ago, and now they added one more. The lounge door slid open. Mira Chen joined him in silence.
He was the one person here who didn't know what he was signing up for.
He knows now. The whole galaxy knows. That's more than most of us ever got.
The Sunset Promise sailed on, its secret safe, its heart a little heavier, but its flag still high. In a modest home on Earth, the apology letter hung framed above a mantelpiece, beside a photo of a grinning 19-year-old. Jacob Miller's parents never spoke of it. They didn't have to. The universe already knew. A month later, the Civilian Vessel Armament Act was quietly amended. Retirement ships could legally carry concealed weapons. The bill passed with little debate. The Sunset Promise had proven the concept beyond any political argument. On a fringe Krex colony, in a cramped apartment, Vresh Karn sat before a tarnished mirror.
I've aged 20 years and two. Every screen, every port shows that kneeling monster. That's me.
On the table, a small hollow cube flickered, the same image of Jacob's family that Admiral Vance had shown him. He kept it. In the pirate dens, the laughter stopped. No crew wanted to end up like Vresh Karn. The Sunset Promise sailed on, its disguise unbroken, its sailors content. Humanity had won without firing another shot, and the old warriors had found a peace they never expected. The Sunset Promise sailed into the heart of the pink and orange nebula, its white and gold hull bathed in soft light. In the aft observation lounge, the veterans gathered for one last toast. Donald McAllister stood at the center, his teacup held high.
To the ones who never came home, and to the one who never should have died.
The others echoed the toast, their voices firm but soft. A gentle clink of fine china, and the nebula's glow filled the room. They would sail on, protectors in plain sight, until the next fool tried to test them. Donald lowered his cup, and the ship passed into the nebula's heart. None of the raiders were seen again, and the Sunset Promise sailed on, as all of them do. In a distant space dock, far from the nebula and the Sunset Promise, 18 identical cruise liners rested in silent rows. A lone maintenance worker, his jumpsuit gray with age, approached the nearest hull, polishing cloth in hand. He wiped away the dust of years, and a serial number emerged, VCP-002. For a long moment, he stared at the code. Then his tired face creased into a quiet smile. He said nothing to anyone, just murmured to the cold hull, "Keep the peace." As if in answer, the ship's running lights flickered once, a brief acknowledgement. His gaze traveled down the row, where 17 other hull codes gleamed. VCP-003, VCP-004, all the way to VCP-019. They had never fired a shot. They had never been challenged, but they were ready. He turned and walked away, his footsteps echoing in the cavernous bay, and the 18 ships waited, as they always had, for a war that might never come. And so the pirates learned a lesson never written in any training manual, that retirement does not mean disarmament, that old warriors carry their wars beneath their skin, that a teacup can hold as much steel as a warship. The Sunset Promise returned to its quiet route, its secret safe, but the galaxy remembered. And in time, no raider dared approach a human cruise liner, for they never knew which one was a trap. Aliens boarded a human retirement ship. None of the raiders were seen again. 40 HFY stories, the Sunset Promise drifted deeper into the nebula, its golden hull fading to a soft silhouette. Behind it, 18 sisters waited, their guns dry, their crews gray, their watch eternal. In the observation lounge, a single teacup still sat on a saucer, its surface mirroring the distant stars. The tea was cold, but the memory was warm. Jacob Miller, Edward, David, all of them. The galaxy kept turning, and humanity never disarmed. It just learned to hide better, and if ever another raider thought to test that, the Sunset Promise would be there, a ghost in white and gold. None of the raiders were seen again, and the Sunset Promise sailed on, as all of them do. For in any conflict, the most dangerous people are the ones who have already buried their friends, and they always will.